Hey, this is Rebecca with Protect Life Michigan. I just got back from the March for Life with about 150 dedicated pro-life activists, and I just wanted to share a little bit about what it means to come back from an experience like this. This is always a powerful experience for me because I get to look around me and see so many people who believe the same as I do, who agree that the unborn lives are precious and who are willing to defend them. And I realized that it's really easy to take something like this trip and think, I went on this amazing experience, I'm part of the movement now. I've done my part, I've checked the pro-life box. Being pro-life and being part of the pro-life movement is so much more than kind of checking the box and saying, I'm gonna go on this one trip a year. But instead, it means recognizing that abortion is the greatest injustice that our society is facing. It means taking a stand every single day in the way that we live our lives. We want to be bold and sacrificial defenders of the unborn. When we look back at other injustices of the past, they weren't changed, they weren't ended by the gatherings of like-minded people. They were ended when, from those gatherings, people branched out, they engaged their communities, they were vocal, defending the victims of that injustice. I think of Martin Luther King Jr. When I was on this trip, I stood in the very place that he stood and gave his I Have a Dream speech. The civil rights movement wasn't successful because of that one speech. It was successful because of the consistent and sacrificial service of people like Martin Luther King Jr., who went out into their spheres of influence, who said, I'm going to defend the victims of this injustice. I'm going to be the person who stands up, who makes a sacrifice, who is bold. It's in those conversations with coworkers, with classmates, with anyone who disagrees with us that we create real change. We really are stepping into a legacy as pro-lifers. We're not the only ones to have ever faced an injustice. Abortion is the biggest injustice that our society is facing right now. So stepping into the legacy of people like William Wilberforce and Martin Luther King Jr., I want to invite you guys to step off of this trip with me and join with me in this movement where we say, I'm going to be bold, I'm going to be sacrificial, I'm going to be the one who, even when it's risky or even when it's uncomfortable, holds to my beliefs and is willing to talk about it. I guarantee you that no matter how uncomfortable a conversation about abortion is for you, it is not nearly as uncomfortable as that child who's being torn apart limb from limb in their mother's womb, or that mother who carries the scar of abortion with her for the rest of her life. The mark of a successful social reformer is that they recognize that discomfort and they embrace it, that they step into that situation time and time again because they know that the cost of that conversation might be high, but the cost of their silence is higher. So step into that legacy with me and join me in being part of the pro-life movement.